Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. Today, we are looking at the film of Shunderrick Powell out of Central Arkansas, the 5'9", 180-pound running back. He had 163 carries, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns on 8.2 yards a carry in the 2024 season. He is absolutely a big play guy. He is probably the most explosive and most big play running back out of the FCS in the 2025 NFL draft. This guy can squat a ton. I've seen tons of videos online of this guy squatting, but we are looking at his film today. I think he is one of the most complete backs out of the FCS in the 2025 NFL draft. I've loved watching some of his games, watching some of his big plays back. He knows how to make it happen. We are going to be looking at some of his top plays this year as he looks to get his name called in the 2025 NFL draft. Please make sure you guys hit the like button. Please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you guys comment down below, and we will get straight into it. Okay, I think Shunderrick Powell is a phenomenal receiver out of the backfield as a running back, but also I think he is an explosive running back. He makes big plays look very, very easy. We're going to look at some of his most explosive runs from the 2024 football season, and yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So first off here, you got a handoff on the counter play right here. GH counter is what they call it. You want that thing to hit right down the hash marks. It hits right down the middle. He's able to make a few guys miss, and then it's off to the races. And one thing I really like about Shunderrick Powell, and one thing I think that really separates him from a lot of the other backs coming out of the FCS in the 2025 NFL draft, is his breakaway speed. So a lot of times you get a lot of running backs who break a run, but they're not always running away from the defense. Shunderrick Powell looks like he's running away from the defense every time he breaks a big run, so much so that he's looking back at the defenders oftentimes to kind of taunt them in their attempt to chase him down. Right here, you'll see it perfectly, looking back at the guys, and he's running into the end zone. But really good explosion right here. Once again, you're going to get a little GH counter right here on the run, and the blocks are blocked up perfectly, leaving the safety one-on-one with Shunderrick Powell. Who's going to win that race? It's going to be Shunderrick Powell every time. He's going to win that race, separating, not just running away. I mean, absolutely separating from these guys and creating more separation throughout the run as he outruns these guys. Once again, another counter play. This time we got guard tackle counter. Guard tackle pulling around, getting those blocks. Shunderrick Powell hitting it right down the hash marks, stiff arming a guy, and then, like I said, once again, running away from defenders. I think this guy is absolutely explosive. If you see the way he squats, see what he does in the weight room, it's no surprise why he's so explosive, but he is an absolutely big play guy at the running back position. Once again, separating from the defenders, looking back at him. I mean, big runs out of this guy week in and week out. And one thing that I think separates him from the rest of this FCS running back class going into the 2025 NFL draft is if you look at Shunderrick Powell, a lot of the guys in the FCS class had upwards of 270, 280, some of them even 300 carries this past season. Shunderrick Powell also had another 750 plus yard running back on his team. Therefore, he only had 163 carries this past season. 8 yards a carry is 2 more yards than any other FCS running back. Some of the top FCS running backs that I've been looking at in this class, and I mean, he is absolutely a productive guy, but he makes the most of every carry he gets because he didn't get a ton of carries. He only had one game in 2024 over 20 carries. That was against ACU, where he had 256 yards. So just imagine that. The only game he had over 20 carries, he had 250 rushing yards. Another game against North Dakota State, he had 18 carries. He had 218 yards in that game. I mean, Shunderrick Powell is a productive running back. He makes big plays over and over again, and you're going to see that right here. Once again, another inside run. This is an inside zone run. Shunderrick Powell breaking it for big time yardage. Looking back at the defenders, making it look effortless as he separates from those guys. Really big time. Really big time. Here you go right here. I think he shows decent patience on this run too. Sometimes on those inside zone runs, it's not always going to be pretty. This might be more of a mid-zone run, but it's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to work out the way it should. You got to sometimes be patient, help set up those blocks, read the zones, read the lanes, and he turns it into a big-time play. Big time play. I think another thing that pops out when you watch Shunderrick Powell is just his explosion. I mean, when he gets the ball and at the time it takes him to accelerate into full speed, I think it doesn't take him long to get into full speed. Once again, being very patient, watching these blocks set up, Where's it gonna be? Help set this block up from on this D tackle right here. Watch. Shift this way, that D tackle is gonna declare. I'm gonna shift back the other way, jump cut back the other way, and explode into the end zone. Really, really good job right here. These guys got decent angles on them. Outruns those angles, gets into the end zone. Really good run right there from Shunderrick Powell. Once again, good block right here from his from his guard. Really good block from this guard to seal off that block. I mean, that is, we're not breaking down the guard tape right now. We're breaking down Shunderrick Powell, but that is beautiful. Bounce it out, and you see the speed as he's able to get outside and make it into a positive run. I think we already had this on here. I think this is out of line, but this is the end zone view of that run we just saw a minute ago of him jump cutting, setting up that block on the D tackle, making a guy miss, and getting into the end zone. Really, really good job. I think some NFL team is going to get very, very happy with picking up Shunderrick Powell wherever he gets drafted, whether that's he gets drafted 6th, 7th round, 5th, 6th, 7th round, or if he's a priority free agent or UDFA. I think somebody's going to be very, very happy with the product they get in Shunderrick Powell. He's a great running back, but also he can catch out of the backfield too. So we got some clips of him catching out of the backfield here in a minute, turning them into big plays. I think he's a complete back. I think he can do it all. I think he's a 3-down back. You can keep him on the field. He's pretty decent in pass protection as well. That's probably the weakest part of his game is his pass protection. But over and over, making plays in the run game, making things happen when maybe it's not so pretty. You see his explosion over and over and over again. Once again, explode out of there, bouncing a lot of runs. He does. Now that's something I noticed on his film, and I don't know if it's because of the way his line block or if it's just because that's, you know, maybe a flaw in his game. He does bounce a lot of runs. He bounces a lot of runs outside. I know that's something that running back coaches are always on the running backs. Trust the holes, trust the blocks, don't bounce it outside. He does that quite a bit, so maybe something for him to work on when he gets to the NFL, maybe something that a coach can get out of it. So here, we're going to see some of his best receiving clips. There's some running backs in this draft class, particularly Kayvon Britton and Tarhi Lamson, who are really productive backs, but don't catch out of the backfield at a high level. Land Laris and Shunderrick Powell are a few other running backs that you look at in this class out of the FCS that can do it at a very, very high level. Shunderrick Powell does it at a high level right here. He's going to catch the screen out of the backfield, and looks like he has natural hands. He never looks like he's stressing to catch the ball. You see how he catches the ball and immediately gets his eyes upfield. Very trusting of his hands. He believes in his hands. He's got confidence in his hands, and you see that over and over. He turns it into a big play. Once again, right here on the quick screen, once again, his hands aren't the problem. He's going to catch the ball with ease, get his eyes upfield, and turn it into a big play. Big time play right here from Shunderrick Powell, making a guy miss, breaking a tackle, and getting down inside the red zone, close to red zone. Once again, the quick screen right here to the running back, just walking out of his stance, flip pass, shuttle pass from the quarterback, and he's getting upfield, turning it into a big time explosive. Big time explosive. Once again, watch him running away from guys. People got angles on him, making a guy miss right there, breaking a tackle right there, stiff arm, tightrope the sidelines, and get into the end zone. Big time play from Shunderrick Powell. You go right here, line him up at receiver. Now, he doesn't do this as much as Land Larison does, lining up at receiver, and I don't think he's as good as a receiver out of the backfield from the running back position as Land Larison is, but Shunderrick Powell can do it. And now I haven't seen him run a ton of routes, which is something that Land Larison does a little bit, but making a catch out of the backfield, reading the blocks, getting into the end zone. You can move this guy around, get the ball into his hands. He's going to make things happen. And that is where I think some of the intrigue for Shunderrick Powell is. Obviously, he's a good running back. Obviously, you can put him in the backfield, hand the ball off to him. He's going to make things happen. But I think you can kind of move him around, give him those jet sweeps, get him out of the backfield, line him up as a receiver, get him that quick screen, get the ball into his hands. He's going to make things happen. Once again, here, he's going to be the check down now. Get him the check down route, good catch, and turn it into some good stiff arm, getting upfield, getting out of bounds close to the first down. Really good run after catch right there from Shunderrick Powell. Once again, the quick shuttle pass on the screen to the running back, and he's turning it into something. Not a super big play right there, but making things happen. Here you go right here. This might be our last play we got on here. Get the ball to him on the shuttle pass. Quick shuttle pass right here, and making things happen. I mean, I just think one of the biggest things of his game is watch when he gets the ball in his hands, the explosion, how fast he gets to full speed and makes things happen. Really productive running back. Like I mentioned, he had 100+ less carries than some of the better backs that he had similar production to in this FCS class. So Tari Lampson, Kayvon Britton, Lan Larison, Shunderrick Powell with production is right up there with him. I think he is the top of this FCS class of running backs. I think he's the #1 guy. Super explosive, super fast, big play guy. You guys let me know what you guys think of Shunderrick Powell. He out of Central Arkansas. Shunderrick Powell and David Walker could potentially be two guys out of Central Arkansas being drafted this year out of the FCS in the 2025 NFL draft. So you guys let me know what you guys think of his film. Please leave me a like if you appreciate this content. Please subscribe to the channel, support the channel, and above all, please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this content. I will catch you guys next time. See you later.